Hi everyone, this is Celine DaCosta. I'm a story strategist and mindset coach, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to operate from a place of abundance in times of perceived scarcity. It's a little bit crazy in the world right now, let's not lie, especially at the time of this recording, and so I want to show you some really powerful tools that you can use to shift your mindset anytime, anywhere, and start attracting abundance to you. And for those of you who stick around to the end of the video, I have a free resource that will help you not only operate from a place of abundance, but be able to share your story in the world in a powerful way that magnetizes people to you as well as wealth. And when you watch this video, you'll know that when I say wealth, it's not just money. It's also, watch the video to find out. Let's get started. So the world feels a little crazy right now. At the time of this recording, it is the coronavirus pandemic, and so there's a lot of panic and uncertainty and fear permeating the air. And yes, this is happening right now, and no, we don't know where this is going. However, one thing is for sure. The world is never going to be the same. There's a fundamental shift that is happening that happens every once in a while, like with the 2008 recession. So the question to ask yourself is, do I want to shift and adapt and thrive during these periods of uncertainty and change? Or do I just want to hold on to dear life, hold on to my old ways, close my eyes, and just hope that maybe it will go away? There are going to be events that are going to happen and pop up in your life that are outside of your control. And so the question to ask is, who do I want to become? What do I want to do? And how can you equip yourself with the right tools so that you're consistently operating in a place of abundance, of love, of intelligence, of groundedness, instead of just succumbing to the fear and the uncertainty? And I know that this is easier said than done. Even now, people are scrambling. They're freaking out about how to pivot their business or what to do with their kids at home, where to do their next food run. There is a lot of panic and uncertainty happening, but that, my friend, is not the right energy with which you find solutions. So first and foremost, before I even go into any more content in this video, the first thing I'm going to say to you is watch your energy. This is the law of attraction. Scarcity attracts scarcity. Fear attracts fear. Panic attracts panic. So the more you put yourself into that state, the more you're going to look for ways to continue feeling that. It's a never-ending vortex. It's going to keep going and keep compounding until you consciously disrupt the pattern. Similarly, love attracts love, peace attracts peace, and abundance attracts abundance. So that is why it's so important that before you even take any action or start creating any sort of intelligent game plan, that you get yourself in that state of love, of peace, abundance from the inside out. And that might feel like the hardest part, honestly, especially in the moments where you are freaking out. You are trying to figure out what to do next. But that is what is really going to move the needle in the end, because from that place, boom, you can make clear and strong decisions. So let's get to the fun part, shall we? What are 4 steps to operating from a place of abundance during times of scarcity? And by the way, disclaimer, I want to say perceived scarcity, because you already are in abundance. It may feel like it's scarcity, but it is abundance once you do these 4 things. So number 1, focus on the big picture. It is so freaking easy to get caught up in the moment with all the freaking social media news feeds and people talking in your ear who don't have the right mindset, and again, pulling yourself into that vortex of negativity. It's easy to do that, but take a step back and focus on the big picture, because in everything there is always opportunity. So yes, we're about to hit a recession, but there's been other recessions and there's been other shit that you've been through. It happens. Shit happens. But take a step back and look at the big picture and ask yourself, in a few months from now, in a year from now, in 10 years from now, I will want to have looked back during this time and done what? And achieved what? There is opportunity to be found. There is. That is why a lot of people invest during times of recession. That is why there's businesses that are booming when everyone else is wilting, because there's opportunity and your job is to find it, which, by the way, you will do when you are in the right state of mind, because you're going to be trained energetically to look for it. So focus on the big picture here. This too shall pass. It is the law of nature that the only constant that we can depend on is change. So instead of getting caught up in your own stories, which we love to do in moments of uncertainty, this is a human brain thing. It's not just you, it's everyone, which is, oh my God, am I going to lose my job? Is this going to happen? Is my business going to shits? Like, am I ruined forever? And we just love delving into those stories and going down those rabbit holes. But guess what? Going down that rabbit hole is not what's going to help you right now. It is taking that step back and really asking yourself, okay, this is the reality. I accept change. I accept uncertainty. But what must I do next in order to thrive? Well, if you have a brand right now or business, and business feels like it's a little slow, or maybe it's going downhill and you're a little bit worried, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What am I going to do? Well, what can you do right now? What do people need? What is going on around you that you are in control of? Number one, your state. Number two, your resourcefulness. It is always available to you. And perhaps ask yourself, okay, in this time, what I can work on is building my brand. This is what I can do. How can I, as a business, show up as a leader during this time when people need me, when people are scrambling? How can I share my message with the world, my positive, inspiring message with the world? That's one way to build your brand, because a few months from now, or whenever from now, when people are ready to buy again, when they do have the finances, guess who they're going to remember? They're going to remember you, because you were there for them, because you didn't succumb into panic, because you were that source, it's that sturdiness, and they will remember the image that you created for them. So, for example, this is a huge opportunity to build your brand, to share your message in a really powerful way, in a way that people will remember you when all of this blows over. And so asking yourself this, and by the way, this has been proven to work. So Coca-Cola, during the time of the Depression, the Great Depression in the 30s, when every other company was pulling back on their budget and not doing any publicity, Coca-Cola went all in with their publicity. It was a risky decision. It was scary, but they went all in and they started to show up with positive, like, live happy, be happy messaging to inspire people during this time. And when the Great Depression passed, boom, Coca-Cola absolutely exploded and it became the brand that it is today. All because it thought in the big picture and it saw, this is my opportunity to build my brand and to give people inspiration and to give people hope, so that when this passes, they'll remember me. So remember, there is always opportunity. There's always opportunity. Are you looking for it? Stay focused and ask yourself, how can I build up my brand right now? How can I share my story? How can I be a leader and inspire others around me? This is not the time to stop paying people. This is not the time to default on your payment plan. This is not the time to contract. This is the time to give. This is the time to make smart investments that will later on blow up. This is the time to invest in yourself and your education and who you are. So when this passes, people remember you. And most importantly, you will have developed that resilience within yourself, where you know, no matter how much shit hits the fan, no matter how cold winter gets, you got it. You're there for yourself and you're focused on the big picture, which, by the way, is going to be a huge competitive advantage when the time is right. Which brings me to number 2, which is, remember that wealth is available to you right now. As a society, we have been conditioned to believe that money equals wealth, and that's what it is. But it's not true at all. And if you've heard people who do have a lot of money, the first thing that they say is that wealth is a state of mind. It starts in here. And so what I'm suggesting, and I hope that you listen, is that you're wealthy right now, because wealth is having an abundance of something, is having way more of something than what it is that you need. So ask yourself, what's something that you can give and generate more of that is available to you, that doesn't feel heavy for you to create more and more of? What is something that it's like you have what you need and you can create more of it, because that is getting you into a state of abundance. So for example, maybe you're a content creator or a writer, or really good at video, or maybe you're just someone who is nurturing and caring and has so much energy to give and support others with. You have a skill set. You and I both know it, even though maybe you're looking at me thinking, no, I don't. Yes, you do. And maybe if that is what you're feeling, then the first step is to find that skill set. But I promise you, you have something that you can give in abundance. So ask yourself, how can I do that? How can I give and open up and live in abundance during this time and live wealthy? So for example, I consider myself very, very wealthy. My gift is the ability to heal myself. The ways that I'm able to heal myself and turn that healing into stories, I can do that for myself over and over and over again. And I can do it for other people around me in a way that doesn't weigh on me. So my gift now, or the way that I live in abundance, is to create these videos, is to write more than I ever have before. And that's how I'm able to give my gift. And that's how I'm able to live in this state of, wow, I have so much that I can generate. I have so much that I can create and I can give right now. What is that one thing or multiple things for you that keeps you in this state of, wow, wealth is available to me at all times? And this can be as easy as asking yourself, what keeps me in a state of abundance? Which brings me to number 3, which is start changing every time that you say, I can't, shift it consciously to how can I? There's so many people right now just relapsing into I can't mentality. I can't pay my team. I can't get new clients. I can't make more money. I can't stay home. I can't deal with my kids. I can't. There's 1,001 ways that we can say what we cannot do and convince ourselves to believe it. But the truth is, this is a lack of resourcefulness. That's what it is. Humans are the most freaking resourceful creatures on earth. We can always find a solution when we are willing to look into it. But when you I can't all over yourself, you're just allowing yourself to sink into this comfort zone of lack of resourcefulness, and that will not get you anywhere. So instead, start asking yourself, how can I? How can I pay for support from my team or my coaches during these times? How can I show up for others in love and support? How can I find new leads and new opportunities, new clients? How can I find creative new ways that I can make money? And then you will see that once you start opening your mind through the right questions, you're actually creating space for the right answers. Something Tony Robbins says that I wholeheartedly agree with is that lousy questions get lousy answers. So start asking yourself smarter, more specific questions that are aligned with putting you in a state of abundance. And what you'll see is that, bam, that question will lead to an answer that will get you there. And lastly, number 4, which is the simplest thing that you can do and also the simplest thing that you can skip, which I don't recommend, which is stay grounded in gratitude. My God, we have so much to be grateful for. No matter what you're going through, what's going on, I feel for you. We all go through shit, and we also all have our own set of blessings to be grateful for. So during tough times or times where things feel scarce, like they are escaping you, like you don't know what's going on and you're not in control, remember, you control this. And not only that, but you can be thankful and see all the blessings that you have in your life, that you have a home to wake up in, that you have perhaps a family, that you have resources, that you're even able to have a phone with which you're watching this video on. These are all incredible blessings. And as long as we can stay connected to that, I promise you, you can get through anything. I encourage you, especially now, to wake up every morning and write a list of things that you're grateful for. Even when you're feeling stressed or scared, whatever it may be, write it out. And not only that, go a step further. And if it's, for example, a person that you're grateful for, let them know. Send them a voice note. Communicate that with them, because that is a form of giving. And giving is a form of abundance. And remember, you're so resourceful, and just be so deeply thankful for that. Your focus needs to go from what you don't have and what's missing in your life to what you do have. What is in your life and what can you leverage? And you'll see, boom, the more you practice this every single day, your mindset will start to shift at a core level. And when your mindset shifts, you see the world in a different way, in one of abundance. Scarcity. See where I'm going with this? Good times will come, bad times will come, but what I promise you is that any situation that you're living through is going to pass, especially the bad times. They will pass. The real question to ask yourself is, who do you want to become once you've made it on the other side? Do you want to be someone who showed up for yourself, for the people around you, and overcame this and came out stronger and more beautiful? That's the real question that you want to ask yourself. And when you have the answer to that question, that's where you need to start acting. All you have to do is make the decision right now that that's how you want to live your life, and then start taking these intentional, aligned action steps to shift the way that you're seeing the world. And trust me, things will change. So here's my question for you. What are 3 shifts that you can make in your life right now to operate from a place of abundance? I want to know. Drop it down in the comments below so I can comment on my favorite ones. And for those of you who are like, oh my gosh, not only do I want to operate from a state of abundance, but I want to share that with other people, I want to help others, I have a free resource for you. So I created a guide called 10 Hacks to Unapologetically Share Your Story, even if you're uncomfortable opening up. And this is going to help you understand, what is your superpower? What is your wealth? And how can you share it with others in a really powerful way? So I encourage you to download that now and start working on it and share your wealth with the world. Thank you so much for watching today. Mwah. Love you. Hi everyone. Do I look pretty? It's not Corona. Don't look at me. I'm shy. Oh my God, my hair is everywhere. I did it. I did it. I did it.